Hi students, today let's learn the lesson comprehension. What is comprehension? Comprehension is the ability to understand a given passage. Reading is of no use if the reader does not understand what he reads. In order to test this ability, the teacher asks a few questions about the passage. The students are expected to find out the correct answers to these questions. They are then asked to write these answers in their own words. This is a very useful exercise in learning a language. In comprehension tests, the students should follow the rules given below. Read the given passage carefully to understand it. Underline the main ideas of the passage. Mark the sentences which provide the answers to the questions. Write the answers in your own words, and each answer should be in a tense used in its question. In order to master reading comprehension skills, we need to keep in mind 4 strategies. They are: first, to skim. Skim means quick reading. In skimming, you understand the passage as a whole. Second, to scan. You scan specific details. It will help you to answer the questions properly. Third, to analyze. To analyze positive and negative details. It means to read between lines. Fourth, expand your vocabulary. Knowledge on words and applying their meanings go a long way in improving your reading skills and your comprehension skills. Now let's go through a passage. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. The passage is about Florence Nightingale. In 1820, a lovely little girl was born to Dr. and Mrs. Nightingale. She was named Florence, who was an extremely shy child. As she grew up, her mother would take her along to visit poor and needy families. One day, they visited a very sick woman who did not want to be put in hospital. This was because hospitals in those days were unpleasant places to be in. When Florence was 17, she decided to become a nurse and give her life for the sick and the poor. She studied nursing and was made superintendent of a hospital in London in 1853. Then a war broke out in Crimea, and she, along with the 38 nurses, went there to make the soldiers more comfortable. She saved the lives of thousands by her splendid nursing. She fell ill, but she kept on working. She was well again. She returned to England and opened the Nightingale School for nurses to train the young women. Florence lived till 90 years. The soldiers of Crimean War called her the Lady with the Lamp because she would come to their bedside at night with a lantern to check on them. Now let's see the questions based on the passage. Question number 1. Where would Florence Nightingale's mother take her for visits? Question number 2. When and where was Florence made the superintendent of a hospital? Question number 3. How did Florence save the lives of thousands of soldiers? Question number 4. After coming back to England, what school did she open and why? And question number 5. Why was Florence called the lady with the lamp? That's all for your first unit. Thank you for learning along and have a great day.